Okay, y'all, we are here. Sorry for the slight delay. And
hello.
Trace is sideways because we have to keep her legs propped up. That would be plural. So,
yeah, legs.
Yeah, so, and hopefully the lighting is okay. We are, if you can't tell, we're in a hotel in Nashville. We're here to, for Tracy, she had her MRIs today. And then the doctor's appointment is Wednesday, so we find out.
I had MRI.
MRI, yeah. Yeah, so, yep. Hey, Mark. Hey, Alan A. Thomas, hello. Traveling Granny, how are you? Hey, Mo. I saw Darian was here, but he said he's on another live stream tonight. Ryan, hey, Ryan, how are you? Nick's there. Yeah, so Nick was in the Outer Banks today, and he saw the wild horses, which is awesome. We did that in June.
Yep. June.
So it's a very, very cool place. So I'm glad you got to see a lot of the horses and the Wright brothers stuff there, Nick. Megan, hey, Katie, how are you? Scorpio Sue, hello. Hello, Megan Morris. Good to see everybody here. So, yeah, we really, I apologize. We're going to try and get back on schedule for Monday nights, depending. We definitely suspect that Trace is headed for surgery on at least one knee.
Yeah, right now.
But we'll see, what happens. So, yeah, Alan A., I know Indy's getting a line of storms. Nashville's going to get a little bit later, but not really. I talked to my daughter earlier, and she said it was getting pretty rough with the wind there. So, yeah, I'm glad we're here.
But yeah,
she's there with all the dogs and the cats.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but
they're keeping her occupied.
Yeah, they'll be fine, I'm sure. But yeah, our Monday nights are hopefully going to be back on. We had some issues. We had some family stuff come up after our trip, and then we started back on the live streams, and then we had an unexpected guest.
Yeah.
Tracy's cousin came in to stay with us because her dad was in
Not
hospice.
doing well.
Yeah. And he did pass away. So just kind of dealing with all that. And then Crip over here decides to,
Yeah, I thought it would be great to start working out.
Yeah. Yeah. We were walking, and then she was hitting the treadmill and exercise bike and all kinds of other stuff pretty hard. So she did that once before, actually. She cracked her kneecap when she decided she was going to start running.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, so Traveling Granny, what is going on? So Tracy, like we said, we were trying to get healthy, and Trace has done something with her knee. We've both had both of our knees worked on. I'm actually supposed to have a knee replacement this year, but guess we'll get through Tracy's stuff first and then figure out what's going on. Yeah, and Thomas, I guess, the storms probably did come right through where you were. Were they really bad? Traveling Granny, email message, yes, melinda@gallivantinggals.com. And that's should be on our community page or about us page on YouTube as well. Oh, lots of hail around Minneapolis, huh, Nick? I did not know that.
Well,
so, I don't know. Megan, are you guys getting anything in Kentucky right now? Are you supposed to? I don't know.
I don't think the bad storms like that were supposed to come down that far south.
Were they not? Maybe not. And she's near Lexington, I think. So, so anyway, yeah. So we've just been, trying to get back on track and back on schedule. We are going to do these on Monday nights, but tonight we just kind of wanted to talk about a couple of things, and really would be curious to hear from you guys. Sorry, my glasses are fogging up. We were in the lobby, and I had my mask on, and so that doesn't always do well. Curious to know if anybody else has travel plans. I don't know if Liz and Derek are on here. I know they've talked about kind of their plan A and plan B, depending on what they can do. Scorpio Sue said it looked ominous on the way home, but she missed it.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Nothing bad though. Megan said not bad storm. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be about a pretty rough hour there in Indy.
They said something about there was a what's that called, a directo?
Oh, is it another direct show?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Going through parts of Wisconsin,
Oh,
Illinois.
isn't that what they had here?
Yeah. Yep. And northern Indiana.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That is what I read.
Anyway, all right. So
how's the weather?
We can talk about the weather if you want. That's fine. No, I'm just curious if anybody else has plans, firmed up. I know Nick is on his trip now. Obviously, the Finleys have already done their trip, at least the one they were going to do this summer. Thomas canceled Alaska. I don't know. I know Megan did a trip to Asheville a while back. I'm asking that because we are seriously considering. Oh, Ryan's saying thinking of doing a road trip. Mass has a new quarantine room. Oh, and you're in Mass right now, right? So if you leave New England, but I mean, you could do one in New England. I mean, there's certainly a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, it's Melinda at Traveling Granny. Melinda at gallivantinggals.com. So it's 2 L's, GALL. Yeah.
VANTING.
Yeah. Nothing for me.
We're making a San Antonio run on Saturday. Oh.
Spaghetti ice. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Darian's gonna be jealous of that one. So we have been just tossing back and forth. I mean, if you guys know, for those of you that are in the Walter's World group, I mean, I've just been losing my mind.
Absolutely.
Losing my mind. So, this is not probably the first thing that comes to people's mind right now. But I now know 2 people who've actually gone to Disney in Florida. And it is at 17%, only 17% attendance. Their attendance has been super low. Masks are required. They're enforcing it. They're checking temperatures. They're enforcing the 6 foot distance rule.
And didn't they change their hours because their attendance was so low?
That starts September 1st. Their hours go down. So we are seriously thinking that we may go to Florida for a week or so, maybe a little bit longer in September. And we're going to wait to make sure any of the kids who are actually going to school are back in school, so that should even shrink that down a little bit more. But, travel shaming is here for sure. And it's definitely real. And, everybody's got to make their own decisions, and we know that, but, it's just kind of sad, and it bothers us a little bit. I'm sure we'll get flack for it. Scorpio Sue says she's saving for next year. So I don't know. I'm just curious kind of what everybody's thoughts are. Obviously we would drive. We're not flying. We would drive, and we would rent a house, a VRBO house, which is what we usually do. Mo says he's got an annual membership for the National Trust, so going to travel around the UK. Yeah, 500 plus locations free of charge in Northern Ireland, Wales, and England. Only 36 pounds. Yeah, very nice, Mo. I'm so jealous. So jealous. I would give anything to be stuck in the UK right now, or Ireland. All right, Megan Moore says Playa del Carmen at the end of the month, resort 30% capacity. Yeah.
Yeah, we figure, if we wear our mask, if we constantly use hand sanitizer.
Keep talking.
And we keep our distance from other people. I think it's just, I think right now it's just our new normal. We can't sit in a hole.
Yeah.
So, as far as domestically, and we've seen pictures that people have posted, and there's you see Disney and you think, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
but there's like nobody.
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody. It's like a ghost town.
it is like a ghost town. We obviously would wear masks, copious amounts of hand sanitizer, you know, and I mean, all of those things. And but I think we're really thinking we're going to do it because we actually love Disney. We're kind of Disney nerds.
Yeah.
So, you know, we haven't been in a while, and to go with that few crowds and,
Those kids will be back in school.
yeah, we're thinking about doing it. So, Megan says she's going to Mexico and it wouldn't be her first choice, but yes, it is one of the few places we can go, Megan. We like to go to Isla Mujeres, which is an island off of Cancun. And we talked about that, but, yeah, we just made the decision. We're still not going to do airports and airplanes right now.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's probably safer than the gas stations we have to stop at, honestly, but for some reason, psychologically, that's kind of making us feel better.
Yeah.
Scorpio Sue says, if you have a mask, sanitize, social distance, you're fine. It's the people that don't do that are the problem. Go for it. Yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Traveling Granny, I put my email in a link there. Nick says he got travel shamed. Didn't care. I'm going to do my own thing. Yeah. Yeah. Totally agree. Travel shaming is lame. Disney seems to be taking great precautions. September would be great. Oh, I forgot about the Food and Wine Festival too, Megan. Thanks for reminding me.
Are they going to have it?
Yeah, are they going to have it? And is that going to increase though? I don't know. We're looking at all of it, and obviously all of this is pending. If this one has to have surgery, what kind of surgery? What the recovery time looks like?
How many surgeries?
Yeah. I mean, usually we're pretty good. If it's just a quick scope, we're both pretty quick to bounce back
Just to
from
put
those.
this out there, I've had 5 total scopes in the past. So I have bad knees. And so it's like, well, okay, here we go again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're kind of used to it. But she's been, you know, a little harder the older you get.
yeah.
So,
And with both of them messed up,
yeah, it's been
it hasn't been fun.
yeah. And so for those of you who don't know, you know, I'm from Nashville. Trace was here for
22 years.
So we actually ended up keeping all of our medical stuff in Nashville just because traditionally we're always back here at least once a month anyway.
Right.
You know, just friends and everything else. So we did that. So that's why we're here for her knees. Not that they don't have good doctors in Indy. They do.
Right.
We
But
just
she has all my records and
has
I
done
know
everything.
it.
Yeah. So that's the only thing is it's going to be a little different, you know, because with COVID, like, shoot, I won't be able to go in with her or anything like that. So that's going to be kind of interesting. Katie says, do it. All the safety precautions are in place. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Megan went to Isla. Yeah, loved it. Yeah, Southwest and Delta actually are our main two that we fly anyway as well, Megan. So, I mean, honestly, it's not me that won't fly.
It is me. I'm not there yet.
No.
I'm not there yet. I don't have a problem riding in the car, driving, you know. But right now, airports and planes just still kind of.
If I could convince her to do that, y'all, we would actually be going to either the UK or Ireland and quarantining for 2 weeks and then basically doing what Eliz and Derek are thinking about doing. That is, well, that was our conversation prior to this one's messing up her knees. So if I could convince her to get on a plane, that is what we would do because we can go. And we're fortunate enough that the 2 weeks quarantine doesn't really matter for us because we would be gone for probably 10 weeks or so anyway. So that would be what I would love to do right now. But
she's working it hard, guys. She is working me hard. So we'll see. I'm slowly but surely coming around with things. So I just worry about because I do, my parents and my grandmother and, it's just one of those things. And
Having high risk folks.
yeah, my grandmother likes to have sleepover nights. So
With Tracy.
yeah, slumber parties. So I have to keep that in my mind. So.
Yeah. Of course, I mean, it would just be longer before you could see her. We just
it would,
quarantined
yeah.
for 2 weeks when we got back, like we did. But that's kind of what we're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Isla is an awesome place to visit, Megan. We actually go with a group of about 20 friends every February. It actually ends up usually being over Super Bowl weekend, and it is just a blast. I mean, we love that place. Oh, Megan says food and wine.
Started.
Oh, nice. Okay, we'll have to check that out. KDO. You said Scorpio. I forget. Sorry, Katie. KDO. Katie said enjoy Mexico, Megan. Tim Tracker Channel, super safety conscious, and he's so he's going cool, Scorpio. So we'll have to check that out. Terry says been watching videos on Universal. Have to wear a mask even outdoors. We promised that to April. We're still debating. So, oh yeah, Terry's asking if I'm travel shaming you for not wanting.
Yeah. Right next to me, talking about travel shaming. Oh, thanks, Terry.
So yeah. So actually, our daughter would go, or my daughter would go with us if we go to Disney. Even though she's 22, she may be on here. I don't know. She may be lurking, stalking. Yeah. She is obviously, grew up on Harry Potter, so she loves Harry Potter, and she's also into Star Wars, which all the new Star Wars stuff is open at Disney. So we actually might stay for 2 weeks and go to do all the Disney parks and Universal. We've done Universal before.
Yeah.
But we may Trace is a roller coaster nut.
Oh, yeah.
So she loves Universal.
I love roller coasters. I love Universal.
Yeah.
I like Hollywood Studios too.
What's it? Oh, the rock. What is that?
That's the Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah. And the Tower of Terror. You like the Tower of Terror?
Yeah.
I'm not a roller coaster. I used to be a roller coaster person. We had this conversation on another live stream. I used to be, and now I have vertigo, and I just cannot. I cannot do it.
Yeah. But I always have to go by myself so I can go through the single rider lines.
It's true.
Get on quicker.
It's true because Keely, my daughter, doesn't really. She's not a big. She'll do a few tame roller coasters, but like I can't do the 3D, 4D stuff that they're doing now. I can't. That messes me up. I can't even do those. So it kind of sucks. Yeah. But anyway, Thomas said Cincinnati and Upper Michigan. I bet he's talking about the derecho, whatever. Terry says
thanks, Terry. I appreciate it.
Scorpio Sue says the Hulk is the best.
Oh, it is so awesome. So is the Rock Ride. What is it?
Rip Ride Rocket or something like that. Yeah. Well, didn't you do the Jimmy Fallon thing there too?
No, they were.
That was at Universal.
They were building it. It wasn't done yet when we were there.
And the Mummy thing.
Oh, the Mummy's fun too.
Yeah. Nick says he's looking forward to tomorrow, getting up early to catch the sunrise over the Atlantic. Yeah. So we obviously did that when we were staying there as well. Thomas says those are his current travel plans. Cincinnati. Where? Okay. Oh, nice. So, I've never been to the UP, Thomas. That was on our list, and then it never worked out for us. We were going to get a group of us, and then we just never got it done. Oh, the new Hagrid roller coaster is supposed to be one of the best out there. So that's going to be at Universal as well. Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Yay.
So, yeah.
Just got to get my knees going.
Yeah. So anyway, that is what we're thinking about doing. And then, I think it just depends on what happens, obviously, this fall. I think, we're all probably thinking that this fall and winter, but we would love to, obviously, depending on the state of things, we really didn't want to even bring up COVID in this live stream because I'm sure everybody's just so sick of talking about it. But depending on the state of things, we're hoping to pick up our trip that got interrupted this past year, and that would be Norway, Finland, Iceland, but I'm trying to think in order. It was Norway, Finland, and then we were going to go to St. Petersburg. I don't know that we'll still do that because those are expensive visas. We weren't going to do the boat, which you can do a boat from Helsinki, and go for 72 hours without a visa, but I can't do boats because of my vertigo. So we paid a service to do our visa processing, and I want to say we paid $600 or $700 a piece for visas that obviously we didn't use. So we may not do St. Petersburg, but we were also going to do Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, and then Stockholm, Copenhagen. Were we going back to? We were going back to Amsterdam, and then Iceland, and then home. So we hope if we're able to travel internationally, because right now we can't even get into those countries, we would do that. And we're trying to time it around the spring equinox, because they say that supposedly there's more Northern Lights activity over the equinox period. So we're trying to, we're going to obviously see the Northern Lights. That's our goal. So hopefully we can pick that up. Let's see. Kathy says, Anchorage, Alaska, come see us. Alaska's definitely on our list. And I know a lot of people do cruises there. When we had our RV, that we talked about going with a bunch of people and doing a whole Alaska road trip. And that's still on our list. I just don't know when. And Thomas is saying he's supposed to arrive in Anchorage tonight. Wow. Helsinki's so cool. We can't wait.
Yeah.
Mo was supposed to go to St. Petersburg and Sochi this month. Wow. And Moscow.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like everybody's travel plans have just... But hey, at least we can talk about it.
We can definitely talk about it. So that's kind of... But that one is kind of time dependent, because we want to definitely be... we want to be there in the snowy season, in Scandinavia. I know it's going to be cold, but we went out and bought all the,
we did
all the clothing we needed, and we want to see the snow. So that one is going to be dependent on time of year. Everything else is not as much dependent on time of year. So another trip that we're trying to figure out right now is also, we think we're going to go to Fiji to New Zealand to Australia. That's what we're thinking.
Yeah.
She wants to go all the way to the West Coast. I mean, obviously do Sydney, and I don't know if you want to go back to, she's been to Brisbane and Sydney before. I have not. And then you want to go over to like Perth.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to the West Coast.
But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So that's kind of what we're doing. Hey, Mark Walters, how are you? We are looking at Montana. Has made it so we're out of there by the snows. Montana would be very cool as well. Copenhagen and Malmo. Yeah, we've heard about Malmo as well. I don't remember who went there, but we saw that as well. Planning multiple trips. We've got a lot of multiple trips planned as well.
Just watching Silent Walking towards your room.
Fiji, I had a friend who did that and loved that. Mark says, epic trip, Fiji, New Zealand, Australia. Get the camera ready. Road tripping in Alaska RV indeed is a great way to go. Kathy loves her RV. Yeah. Hey, Mary Ellen. We definitely want to do an Alaska RV trip, but we may be a few years off from that. I don't know. But it's definitely on our list. I mean, we haven't even been to Hawaii, guys.
No,
that's what's so crazy.
It's on our list.
We've been to Tahiti. We've been, other places. We haven't made it there. Maybe Kathy can take Joyce on an RV trip. That would be good. Jocelyn. Sorry, Kathy can take Jocelyn on an RV trip. Yes, that would be good. Oh, Nick P says hotel bad reviews. It's a Baymont, pretty darn great. Can't always follow the internet. Yeah, I got it because it's a. Well, I'm glad that it's good, Nick. Where are you in? Did you say you're in Kitty Hawk? Because we stayed. Southern Shores is where we stayed when we were up there. Thomas says he's been to Copenhagen and Malmo, missing the Danish sweet rolls. Cruising back to Hawaii, January 2022. Yeah.
Good for you, Mary Ellen.
Yes.
That is on our list. I mean, it's
one
of those places.
Yep. But Fiji, New Zealand, Australia, obviously all of that's going to depend on when they'll let us in. I've heard, has anybody here been to Fiji? So we've been to Tahiti, but we've not been to Fiji. Mark says most travel shame for people because he's never been to Hawaii. Copenhagen is great. Not a huge fan of Malmo. Okay. Yeah. So I know. I mean, we need to go to Hawaii. We actually love the beach. It's just, we've just been other places. 2 cruise, all the islands. Come on. We need to. I mean, we're definitely going to island hop when we get over there. And I don't know when we'll do that. And that obviously may happen sooner than everything else because maybe we can get over there sooner. Yeah. But definitely our trip so far would be to Hawaii right now is Honolulu, Maui, and Kauai. Those were the 3 islands we were looking at, but who knows?
But we were talking if we go to Fiji and New Zealand and Australia, we're really kind of close again to Tahiti. So
everything I've read and everything that I've seen, Tahiti looks prettier to me than Fiji.
Yeah.
So, and the people in Tahiti are so unbelievably friendly.
I mean, they are so happy. I mean, yes, who wouldn't be living in Tahiti? But they are just happy people.
They are. They were just all super nice, super happy, super friendly, just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, we loved Tahiti. So I would rather go back to Tahiti. She wants to go to Fiji, so we'll see.
I mean, I'd like to go to Fiji just because it's Fiji. I mean, but I don't know. I could go back to Tahiti, no problem. So
yeah. So we may.
Yeah.
So Sue is asked. Megan Moore says, agree with Mark. Copenhagen is amazing. One of the best international food cities. Skip Malmo. Better places in Sweden. Sue is asking if we have multiple itineraries down on paper. We do. I have a lot of them.
Yes. For when I do say yes, let's go. I mean, watch out.
Oh, Traveling Gray says, I have a farm in Southern Ireland, County Mayo. Oh my gosh. You're welcome to stay. I knew she lived in Atlanta. Don't even tempt me. You don't know. You really don't know.
You don't know.
You might not ever get rid of me.
I mean, she has been wearing me out.
So I'm curious, do you have like dual citizenship? I'm just curious. I missed being able to get that by one generation. So, which is kind of a bummer because I would really love to have my Irish citizenship as well. Trace will suffer and go back to Tahiti, right?
I know. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it, Mark.
Did you learn multiple itineraries from Mark Finley? No, Terry. It's just, we've had all this time to like find all these other places we want to go.
I mean, she is one of these that she is 90 or nothing. I mean, that's the way her brain works. And so, if she's not sleeping, it's like, okay, we got to do this, we got to do that, which is fine with me because she gets it all down and I just have to pack and, follow right along.
Except for right now. She just kind of hobbles behind me. And every once in a while I turn around and say, you okay? As I'm pushing all the bags, sweating.
She's like, you got your mask? I'm like, I might be carrying my drink.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been interesting. I actually did. I packed, because Trace usually is the one that packs. And I think I packed her suitcase for the first time in probably like 15, 20 years today.
Yeah, that's
this
what
trip.
she said. She's like, I did a good job. I'm like, yeah, you did.
Terry said Tracy is my best friend.
Oh.
Hey, Lori Sims. I'm sorry. How are you, Lori? Kathy. Kathy's saying to Walter's World would love to take Jocelyn on an RV trip. That goes for you two gallivanting gals. We'd love it.
Yeah.
We'd love it.
And we've still been contemplating that.
An RV.
An RV.
Yeah. I mean, I was about this close to buying another RV.
Yeah.
For a minute.
Yeah.
But we just decided that,
But we have high hopes that things are going to start getting better.
I think they will.
Traveling.
I definitely, yeah. I think for sure they will. So yeah, I mean, all right. So what other trips besides? Well, and so then when my daughter graduates, which is like in 18 months, her trip is Greece, Poland, and Romania is where she wants to go. We're gonna tack on Croatia, Turkey, Istanbul, and Montenegro. Or somewhere else. It was another Eastern Bloc. Oh, we were gonna go to Prague.
Yeah.
We were gonna go to Prague as well.
Yeah.
So that's another whole trip. So, and then we've got to start attacking either Southeast Asia or South America. And we don't know which one yet. Know. My mom is on the phone, so I have to hop off. All right. See you later, Mark.
Right. Thanks, Mark.
Hi,
Jennifer. Yes, you finally made a live.
Hey. Kathy S says, if you get an RV, drive it up the Alcan to Alaska. It's an amazing trip through gorgeous wilderness. Yeah, I know. We really want to do that.
Yeah.
We really do. Of course, I mean, I think if I'm right, I remember when we were researching it before, they based everything that I saw basically said you kind of head up late May and get out of there September-ish to kind of beat the weather. Is that right, Kathy? Nick says we saw around 15 to 20 horses in Corolla. So freaking neat, worth and leaving my SUV on the pavement. Yeah, Nick, we had a great course. We have the Jeep and we had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
And we have done the tour the first time we went, but this time we just went by ourselves. And that way we like stopped on the beach, and ate lunch and then just kind of played in the sand in the Jeep. So that was a lot of fun. But it is it's so cool to see those horses just out there, just, hanging out.
And we saw some with their babies.
Yeah, we did.
There were 2 babies.
We did. We've got to get those videos up. Oh, Traveling Granny has dual citizenship. Oh, you're my new best friend, Traveling Granny.
She has been trying to figure out every which way
I have
to get
my Irish citizenship.
So
it actually looks like I'm more likely to get Italian citizenship by descent than I am Irish. Because my great grandfather on one side was born in Ireland. My great grandmother on the other side was born in Italy. And I guess Italy doesn't have a generational limit. So if I wanted EU citizenship, it would be, or I wanted some other citizenship. It looks like Italian, maybe
she's gonna figure it out.
I am.
I'm just telling y'all right now.
Traveling Granny, so my new best friend left out. Hey, JNN Travels, how are you?
Hello.
Those are the most the cruises run to Alaska to get out before bad weather. Yeah, so the same months, that May to September. Thomas says go for it. Come in late May, early June, leave early September. Yeah.
Yeah, one of our other things that we talked about was Canada, when the borders open
Yes,
up.
so those are 2 other trips that are just, but they're not, well, I mean, I guess we wouldn't necessarily do those in the wintertime. So,
no.
We'd really hoped that we were going to be able to get to Canada and do like Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. and maybe even Newfoundland this fall before it got too bad. I've got a friend who's from Newfoundland, and anyway, we were looking at doing that. Certainly Nova Scotia, and kind of trying to do like the whole island in the fall, because we've heard it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's going to be an option this year.
Yeah, probably not this year.
And then we want to get over to Banff, right? So we want to get to the more the west side of Banff and Vancouver. We haven't been there. So
Well, I haven't been to Canada, period.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
So.
Yep. Hang on. Let's see. Mo is saying weather's going to be awful for the next few days. Booked a tour for the Marble Arch Caves. So I don't know where the Marble Arch Caves are, Mo. Are those in Northern Ireland, or where are they? Because I know you're in Northern Ireland, or at least that's where you're based. So I don't know where those are. Nick is saying halfway through my cell phone cycle, use 200 gigs. Thank God for domestic travel and unlimited data. I know, Nick. I told you, man. I told you those files were just going to be unfreaking believable. I mean, they're beautiful, but those are some big files. Yeah. Traveling Granny says grandmother's Italian, mother's English, and father's Scottish. Wow. Nice. And so we were in Scotland when all of this hit. And so that's another whole trip. Scotland and Wales, we've not spent any time in. And the North Coast 500 in Scotland is kind of getting high up on our list. It's kind of, from what we gather, it's kind of like the Ring of Kerry in Ireland, only much bigger. But from everything we've heard, is going to be just gorgeous. Yeah. So that's big on our list. But so those are kind of where we are, guys. Like I said, we are going to definitely start doing our live streams on Mondays. Just got to figure out what's going on with her knee. We think we're going to do Disney as soon as we're able. Yeah. As soon as we can get her to a point where she can do it, because I really don't want to wear.
I have been to Disney on crutches before.
Yeah, but, and I really, in the heat with a mask on, I'm not really up for pushing a wheelchair right now, but I will if I need to. I'd do it if I needed to. So yeah, and our content, I want to get everybody's opinion on this. So we still have London from last fall. We were in the middle of that whole series when all of this hit, and we kind of stopped posting any international travel, just because obviously the majority of the folks that watch us are here domestically, and for a while people just weren't watching international travel. And so we're kind of trying to figure out, we've got Charleston and the Outer Banks, we've got London, and we've got Northern Ireland, we've got more of the Ring of Kerry, and then we've got Bruges, Rothenburg, Amsterdam, Munich, and Venice. So I'm curious, are you guys, of course, you guys are active on here, so you may still be enjoying just as much international content as usual, but do you guys right now prefer domestic or international content videos? Yeah. Just let us know, just because we're trying to figure out how to release them and in what order that makes sense and what people are looking at. I mean, and it could be that we'll get on and just let our followers know, hey, I know this is what we've been doing, but now we're going to start releasing, but yeah, we'd like to know what you all think. Yeah. If anybody has any opinions on what they like, that's kind of where we are. So yes, Mondays right now are back on. Yep. Mondays at 8 Eastern. 8 Eastern. What we're planning on doing. And we might have one live stream where we may just do nothing but Q&A, where you guys can ask us questions and we can Well, they may, if they have that many questions for us, they may.
They may.
They may.
We may only be on here 15 minutes.
We may. And we've talked about, too, since Derek and Liz are not doing their Sundays, we've talked about maybe throwing a few Sundays in there for the European folks, because I know, like, for Mo, it's pretty late for him right now. So for some of our followers in outside the U.S., we want to make sure that we give them some time as well. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Nobody, either we're locked up or nobody has commented at all on what content
I was
they.
wondering that, but we haven't lost anybody.
Are we still there? Are we still in good shape here?
I mean, it says we're still alive.
It's showing we're still alive.
Which we are on hotel Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I'm not seeing.
Not seeing any. Click everything just to see it.
Let me make sure. That's it. Are you guys still there?
Everybody's still there.
Are we still here?
Is this thing working?
Uh-oh. Hold on. There. Let's see. Nobody's saying anything.
Nobody is saying anything. No, they are, and we're just not.
Either that or the chat is stuck. Of
course, I don't want to go if we're.
Let me see if I can. Maybe they're just not talking to us.
Maybe not.
Let's see. Hello, somebody. Megan Morris, Nick,
Thomas,
Katie, are y'all there? Mo, somebody.
Terry, Mark.
All right, so it looks like perhaps our chat feed has screwed up here.
But
anyway,
if you guys can hear us.
Yeah.
Just let us know.
Well, how are they going to let us know if the?
Well, if they can hear us, they can send us a message or comment on our live stream.
But they might be commenting and we're not seeing
That's
it.
what I'm saying, and we can't see it. But
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I know what I'm saying.
Let me see what's going on. It is possible that they're there and we're just not seeing it. That's got to be what's happening.
I would think. Better, we said something.
Look at they're all talking and okay. Well, I don't know. I can see you guys over here, so everybody's saying, "Yep, here, you're here." Lori Smith, Eric B, Mr. Blonde's here.
Yeah.
Feel like I've been almost everywhere that I have a desire to go in the U.S. So hold on, they must have been talking about it.
Yeah.
Can see. More international travel is great. Not really big on the U.S. Q&A would be fun. Navigating Nia says all of the above. Eric B, how are you? Says all travel content is good. Traveling Granny says Northern, Southern Ireland, Atlanta, Manchester, London. Kathy S says fine with either. Enjoy them all. Thank you. Appreciate that. Megan Morris says international. Jennifer says domestic and then international. Scorpio Sue says both. Still watch international. Thomas says all of the above. Lori Sims says, good God, what a list. Mary Ellen was supposed to be in Ireland for the Irish Wool Festival in June. So where is that, Mary Ellen? The Wool Festival. Lori Sims says knee problems suck. Just do it. You'll feel much better after replacement. Yes. Nick, I guess, is gone. He's going to check in from Gettysburg. And Mo said close to the border in Northern Ireland. Was there on Sunday.
Sorry, we're looking at her phone.
Yeah, I apologize. Vagabondi's here. Speaking of Canada, hello. Coming to you just east of Banff. I know you rub that in every time, Bonnie. Scorpio Sue said they did a trip around Lake Superior. Would love to do Montreal and Quebec. Yes. Jennifer says friend went to Canada at Christmas and it was so beautiful. Planned to go with her this year in September. Delta canceled. Yes. So if I missed some of you guys, I apologize. I don't know.
We don't know what's going
Mark
on.
is saying still in here, hear you. Mark saying just got on. Nashville or Memphis? Can you do a quick comparison? Mr. Blonde says.
Nashville.
Yeah. So, and I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why we're using StreamYard and we're not seeing. So I'm having to look over here. So Nashville, Mr. Blonde. It depends, Gabe. It depends on what you want. Memphis obviously has their own music scene. You've got the Elvis stuff. You've got Bill Street. You've got the river. You've got great food culture. Look, it just all popped up.
Yep.
Wow, that was weird. Okay. Memphis is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nothing against Memphis.
Nothing against Memphis. I think that if you had a couple of days in either place, you could have fun in both places. If you want to spend longer, I think Nashville. I think there's more to do in Nashville and more to see around here. There's a lot of historical sites. I think there's more to eat. I mean, Memphis has some good food, but yes, there's definitely more good restaurants here. And in my opinion, the bars and entertainment is more spread out than it is in Memphis. But they're both fun. I mean, we enjoy a good time in Memphis every once in a while as well. So,
as y'all know, we're part of a female barbecue team that we do Memphis in May every year. Well, not this year, but
no. And it was going to be Memphis in September, and that's not happening.
And that's not happening either.
So yeah, I mean, they're both great. It just really depends on what you want to see. Just contrary to what everybody says, Nashville is not all country music.
No.
There's
a lot to do.
There are all kinds of people who live here, record here. Justin Timberlake has a place here. The Kings of Leon are from here. I mean,
Stapleton.
Yeah, well, he's country. We're talking about country.
Yeah.
There's just a ton of music stuff going on here. Ton of restaurants.
And it's growing. I mean, even
so crazy. Yeah. So Gabe says, "Oh, cool."
Yes, Mary Ellen,
we're in Nashville right now. Yes, and that's where I'm from. Where are you based from when you don't travel? Lori, we live in Indianapolis, well, right outside of Indianapolis. We lived here in Nashville, just south of Nashville, in a town called Franklin. And then we moved to Indianapolis.
That's where I'm from originally.
In 2017. And yes, so she could be closer to her family, aging grandmother, and her grandma will be 99 in December. And still,
sure
we've probably told you this before. Anyway, lives by herself, drives. She's awesome. We love her.
Yep.
But yeah, so Trace could be closer to family. We're in Indy, and now my daughter's actually going to school there. So, and Megan just said, "Do we live in Carmel?" We live in Fishers, so close.
Close, yes.
Country music. What is country music? Mary Ellen said, "So much different music. I do have a lot of country music friends. A lot down in Williamson County is where we're from, Mary Ellen. Franklin is where we lived, and yes, there's a ton of it. I mean, because when we lived before we built our house, we lived in another part of Williamson County in Leapers Fork, and literally Winona was like if y'all remember Winona Judd was like 5 houses down.
Carrie Underwood built right next to her.
Yeah, Michael McDonald from was he the Doobie Brothers? He lived out there. I mean, just tons and tons of people. I mean, the school that my daughter went to was just, it had unbelievable musical talent because there were all these kids of all these musicians, and they all, would volunteer time there. I mean, it was great. It was incredible. Love Leapers Fork. Yeah, love that area. Yeah, so we lived there for a while, and then we built a little closer in town. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, we're getting kind of off. Let's go back. Any problem? Let's just see what else I missed. Q&A would be fun. Everything, anything. This is where they're telling us we can hear you. I don't know what happened.
Well, thanks.
We appreciate it. Can anyone text her? Terry's like, can anyone text her? Ryan. So Ryan, where are you exactly? I know you're in. I think you're in Mass. Where are you? Did he tell us where exactly? I don't know what city he's in. Funny listening to what you don't know what is going on. Yeah, no. Nashville for me, 100% Nashville over Memphis. Terry said, yeah. So the Civil Rights Museum. That right there's things in both. I mean, we're definitely partial to Nashville because we're from here.
We know where everything is.
Chris Stapleton's Tennessee whiskey should be the Tennessee State song. Yeah. And I hate to tell y'all, particularly if she's got a few drinks in her, this one can. I'm gonna catch her one night, karaoke into that, and put it up for you guys to see. She does a pretty good job. One of my favorites, Whiskey River. Yeah. Yep. There's, Nashville's a lot of fun. And hopefully we haven't been able to film here. Well, they haven't been real smart in Nashville. Yeah. I'll just be honest. There's just not a lot of mask wearing going on. They opened all the bars up and they were just packed. So we have laid low in Nashville intentionally. Normally we actually stay with some friends outside of town, but we're actually in Franklin right now because that's where our doctors are. But at some point we will definitely do a whole series on Nashville as well as the Franklin area where we're from, which has got a lot of Civil War history there as well. But right now we're kind of staying away from downtown and the crowded area just because they just haven't done a great job. So, but we will do it. And if anybody ever wants to make a trip here, I know the Finleys were here and I tried to give them pointers. We would love to meet anybody here because I love showing people around Nashville.
She could be like, a tour guide for Nashville.
I love it. I love it.
Just ask my aunts.
Yeah. Gabe is saying they must be listening to the rapper Future's 2010s hip mask off. Eric is saying they had to close the bars back down in Louisiana because people didn't do it right. I know, that's so sad.
And yes, Terry, the Parthenon is cool in Nashville.
It definitely is. Yeah. And did you guys go in and see the statue of Athena? And then I don't know, April's probably the right age. Yeah.
I think I remember.
And Terry, I mean, April's probably the right age where Percy Jackson, what was it? The Percy Jackson series. Yeah. I don't remember which one it was, but they actually filmed part of that inside it was like the kids movie or young adults movie. Yeah. They filmed part of it inside the Parthenon, if you didn't know that. Mary Ellen is saying she wanted to visit friends, but not going down now. Broadway's not. No, it's not. It's we're not going downtown at all. Yeah. Megan Morse agreed. Nashville over Memphis. Oh,
Crockett. Hey, Crockett. Yeah. Well, just not everybody's doing what they should be doing.
They are. Yeah.
But I don't need to tell you that, Crockett, because you live here.
Yeah, we probably do have maybe some more Nashville creepers who are not necessarily thrilled with us talking about it. But I mean, Indy's numbers are going up too, guys. Yeah. I think everywhere a lot of places you look. So it's just about being smart. And actually, I think we got a video coming out on that soon. Our video scheduled for maybe Wednesday.
Yeah. Wednesday, maybe.
Just being smart about not going to the most crowded places and that sort of thing. That's kind of what we're doing. Oh, Terry's saying, love Percy Jackson. We went for the first time. Her love of Athena. Yes. Yeah. So Terry, then you probably knew part of that was filmed inside the Parthenon there, which we thought was pretty cool because my daughter was into that as well. Mary Ellen says happening in a lot of the country. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And, we are not going to get political. It is not a political debate, in our opinion. Let's just all wear our masks, social distance, do what we need to do so that we can all just move on and take all these awesome trips that we all have planned. Because, we got about 20 of them, and we're probably going to be broke by the time we take them all. because I mean they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
But I
But
can tell you right now, who was it that offered the place in Ireland?
that was Traveling Granny.
Okay, Traveling Granny, I know that she is still mulling over that in her head. So later she's going to be like, we could, blah, 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 blah.
Still got to talk her into getting on a plane.
Uh-huh.
Still got to talk her into getting on a plane. But we will do it. We will do it. Well, I mean, Mo's in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Gabe, Mr. Blonde, is somewhere in the UK.
Yep.
He always tells me, and I forget. It's the hottest curry in the world. Where is it? Is it near Manchester? Birmingham? I don't know.
Hey, Robin.
Robin, hello. Scorpio C says, right on, we need to get out of the house and see the world.
Yeah.
And Thomas, we know that.
Yeah,
well,
we
you
get
know
that.
we're not, but we also know that you're not out,
Yeah.
going into packed bars and stuff too.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that's happening. There are definitely people who have problems with it or reasons they can't wear them.
We
So
totally get that.
yeah, it's just, one of my friends is currently traveling in Dubai. I really don't know how. Oh,
Wow.
is he, Mr. Blonde, where's he from? Or she from? Dubai has not really ever been on my list. I don't know if anybody else has ever been there. If anybody on here's been, it might be Bonnie. If Vagabondi's still on, I think Vagabondi's been everywhere. She's like my hero from the UK. I can't drink, so no bars, right, Thomas? So you're not.
Yeah.
You're being cautious. I mean that's the difference there.
Yeah.
But yeah, is Dubai letting anybody in? Even from the glad our governor of Connecticut hasn't opened the bars yet. They're pretty. I know. I don't know if Nick Barnett's is on here or not. But Mary Ellen, what is it? Connecticut, New York. Is it Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey that can all kind of travel, like that's your like travel quadrant or whatever without any quarantines. I don't remember, but I know Nick Barnett's lives there and he's kind of been going from place to place, but obviously distancing a little bit. And that was a trip. We talked about going in the fall, going up to New England, and not necessarily we did talk about going to Mystic, which we've been to before, Connecticut, but we talked about going up to Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine.
Because that area is just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
In the fall. We loved it.
Yep. I flew through Dubai to India a couple of years ago. Did you say Dubai? Yeah.
Yes.
Did I say that wrong? I said Dubai. Yeah. Dubai. Yeah.
It's the accent.
New York, New Jersey, and New England minus Rhode Island is okay. Oh, so it's all of them. So it's all of New England. Okay.
Well.
Minus Rhode Island. Oh, Darian's back. How did your live stream go? Bummer the U.S. has dropped so much compared to the euro. See, I haven't even been watching that, Lori. Don't even tell me that because that'll send me into a tailspin. Oh my gosh!
That'll just add more fuel to the fire.
Yeah, in March when the markets were just dropping, I just I really had to just log myself completely out of all of our accounts and not look because I'm just crazy. Mo, thank you so much. I'm glad you joined us as well, and we will try and get some scheduled for a better time for you guys on over in Europe or in the UK and Europe. I really, really am loving your pictures, so definitely keep them coming, and good luck on your trip this weekend. As the Bay, Dubai. Oh, as the Bay. Well, Dubai. How do you say it?
I say Dubai.
Where? Gabe, don't make fun of me.
Is it not Dubai?
Dubai. I don't know. Yes, those 3 states, our numbers are still pretty low. Connecticut, New York, New Jersey. Rhode Island's numbers are way up. We can't go there. Would also love to visit Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire in the fall, maybe next year. It is gorgeous. We did that, Valerie, on an RV trip. And New Hampshire was the shocker.
It was the shocker, meaning we loved it.
We didn't.
we didn't have high expectations.
Yeah, I don't know. We just heard, obviously we did it. We went to Maine and then we were coming back through to go to Vermont. So it was just kind of a stop through. And then we were blown away with how beautiful it was. It was amazing. Yeah. We had a great time. Oh, Ermi saying hello. Hello, Ermi. Yeah, so Darian, how did your live stream interview go? I'm assuming you were talking about Germany. Just a guess.
No.
Either that or maybe you were talking about the Georgia Bulldogs.
I know that's going to go over well.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, fall is beautiful all over New England. It really is. And we really definitely want to do that again, as well as, like I said, we've heard Nova Scotia is beautiful in the fall as well. So, and we'll see where it goes. But I think for right now, if depending on what happens with Tracy's knee, we're going to try and do Disney, see how that goes, see where the numbers are, and where we're even allowed to travel. Because we're definitely going to try and stay. I mean, you would not think that a theme park would not be that crowded, but if you think about how big Disney is,
yeah,
and if they're at 17%, I mean, that's there's a lot of space to stay far apart there.
Yeah.
So that will be our goal, is to stay places like that, unless I convince her to go to Ireland or the UK. But we would still stay apart. So anyway, Blaine, I forgot Blaine's interviews or Blaine's live streams are tonight as well. That's right. All right, y'all. So I think we're probably going to go ahead and wrap it up, unless anybody has any questions for us. But definitely check back in with us next Monday.
Yes.
Well, we'll see you, I'm sure, before then. I don't know. Darian's got his next live stream scheduled, I'm sure. Liz and Derek do. So anyway, Monday nights, 8 Eastern. And thank you all so very much.
Thank you,
it was good to see you all. And sorry, wait a minute. Thank you. Bye, Mark. Bye, Mary Ellen. Mr. Blum, which state has handled it best? Honestly, which has handled it best is going to be up in New England and the tri-state areas. They've managed to contain it, I think, better than anybody. Everybody else is kind of not done as great, unless you go to some really lower populated areas. Give me a remote beach over an amusement park. I would, you know what, Lori?
We like both.
We like both. We definitely like both. So see you guys soon. Bye, Scorpio Sue. Bye, Lori. Thanks, Thomas.
We'll keep you posted.
Thanks, Terry, Finley. Bye, Ryan. Thank you, guys. See you later.
See ya.